Greetings and welcome to the Philosopher's Games. After a time of no news at all, we now have a ton of interesting news at once. So let's talk about what's going on almost at the end of October 2016. The biggest news first, and sadly I'm very limited in showing you footage because Japan doesn't like YouTube. The Nintendo NX is finally unveiled. It is called Nintendo Switch and is indeed a handheld home console hybrid. Instead of optical discs, it uses some kind of flash cards. I assume only Nintendo's cards will fit, but they are most likely practically SD cards, which is a good thing because SD cards surpassed optical media for quite some time now. But what does it do? I will link the trailer and articles down in the description, but let me explain. It seems like they are going into a somewhat similar direction as the Wii U, but a bit different. You have a handheld-like part of the console and you take it with you and play it anywhere. And this is a big difference, really anywhere. Like a handheld. But it also has a docking station where you can plug the handheld part in and use it as a classical home console and play on your TV. In addition, the controller is modular. That's probably the best way to describe it. You can disassemble it and attach parts of it to the handheld part of the console, but also in a way that you get two controllers out of it that remind a bit of a classical NES controller and play together with a friend. How good that is and how well it works has to be seen. Still, we have some big question marks. How does the tech behind it work exactly? How long will be the battery life, and especially how powerful is this device? We don't know it yet. It seems they use a custom Nvidia Tegra chip, and this is probably an indicator that they won't aim for 4K gaming and VR in the near future, but this is still speculation. Speaking of speculation, there was a rumor years ago that you can attach something to the NX to make it more powerful, and since the basic concept of it is to switch out controller modules, something like this could be a possibility, but I don't believe it. Sounds like a pain to develop for, and this is something Nintendo should avoid. Considering all we know so far, I think it's a smart decision to try something like this, because Nintendo's handheld department worked quite well in the past, so combining this could definitely work out, and you have to think about it. It is a unique selling point. You get your handheld for free with a home console, so that could be interesting for a lot of people. In addition, they released a list with partners that will do something with the Nintendo Switch, and that was a big problem in the past, even though the Wii U had a similar list. Again, Platinum Games, the studio behind the incredible Bayonetta, and the Dark Souls developer FromSoft are on that list, so they definitely got my attention, of course. And exactly this was a big problem for the Wii U, the lack of third-party games. Wii U even didn't get the standard multi-platform releases. I think it is very important that those are available, but this time they have also the handheld option available, and I can see how this will be a much easier sell, at least in Japan, where mobile gaming is very important. It also helps that the marketing this time was less confusing. The announcement trailer worked without words and it is clear what you can do with the Switch. Also, they got rid of that terrible Wii name. Concluding all of this, it seems Nintendo has learned from their past mistakes. They have a very interesting idea and it seems for now or this time that they communicated it much better. Chances are good for my perspective for a success, especially since Nintendo has proven so many times now that they hold powerful IPs and that they are able to develop high quality first party titles for handheld and for home consoles. But let's move to the next big news. As many, me included, predicted, even though that was for E3 or Gamescom, they finally announced Red Dead Redemption 2. Right now, I really don't like that it has a 2 in its name. Calling it Red Dead Revenge or something more creative would have been great. I also hope they don't continue or make a prequel to the story of the last game. I really want a totally new story, but that is just my preference. But to be honest, I really like Red Dead Redemption and I'm convinced that they are able to develop a great game again. Also, in the Western department there's not much going on right now, at least in the AAA segment. And that wraps up my video. It's a bit shorter today. Also, I won't be able to produce a video next week. I try to prepare a short Ashes of Ariandel video really fast in the next few days and release it maybe next weekend, but I can't promise that. Sadly, also for me, videos like in-depth boss guides or in-depth story analysis won't be out till November. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in more content or updates, please consider subscribing or follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching and goodbye.